Hi, everybody. Greetings from Barcelona. I have completed the Cued Speech retreat in France, and I've come over to Spain just to spend some time before I come back to the United States. I wanted to take a minute and just touch base and give you a little bit of a pep talk. I have been grading assignment 5-7, and they are taking some time to grade. And I'm already hearing back from many of you who are using adjectives like discouraged, disheartened, frustrated. So I wanted to talk to you about this. So in assignment 5-7, there are several of you who have done very well, which is great. Many people, well, you bombed it. Let's keep it real. So what happened? The errors that I'm seeing, I want to give you the best advice possible, okay? So some of you are saying, I'm working really hard, I'm spending hours and hours and hours, and it's not paying off, so I feel discouraged. Okay, so let's think logically. Just as an analogy, if you're fixing a car and you spend hours and hours and hours trying to fix the car, and then the car won't start. That's frustrating, but you still have to figure out what's wrong with the car. So what's wrong with the car? What I'm seeing are not just errors in the new concepts that we're learning. So it's not just that people are struggling with things like syllabic L, although some are. Some are struggling with the concept of ya as part of a vowel, as part of a blend, like in few. So fuse is different than foos. Punitive is different than punitive. Argument is different than argument, okay? So those are new concepts, and you're gonna make mistakes, and then you'll learn them and move on. But in this assignment, I'm seeing vowel errors. Things that you've learned previously suddenly are full of mistakes. So off-glides are lowercase I instead of small cap I. On-glides are wrong. Sometimes vowels are just off, like the word persuasive is transcribed as persuasive. Lots of really common careless errors, missing slashes, and the problem is these errors add up. So if you didn't learn something in a previous chapter, it's going to keep coming back because it's English, and we only have so many sounds, and so if you don't know one of the sounds, that sound's going to come back. So that's important. You have to go over your feedback and make sure you understand before you move on. But what I'm seeing is that things you have previously learned and mastered are suddenly full of errors. What does that mean? Well, as a speech therapist, if I had a client who suddenly was making mistakes they'd never made before, I would, one, think, did they have a traumatic brain injury? I don't think any of you have had a recent traumatic brain injury. So what I think is happening is I think you're overwhelmed. It looks like you're overworked, overwhelmed, and not tackling this systematically, okay? So what does that mean? It means you have to manage your time as best as possible. Take care of yourself. Make sure you get enough sleep, that you're eating well. Manage your outside responsibilities as much as you can. The other thing is make yourself a checklist. Write down, check your on-glides. Don't use script A. Check your off-glides. Don't use lowercase I. Write out the R-colored vowels. Air, ear, or R, and the vowels that you would expect there to be. Many of you are having trouble with ink, ank, unk words, okay? So you can't just go by your hearing, or you're gonna say that the word thanks is pronounced thanks, which it is not. Okay? So write these things down. Go through the feedback. I've done most of that work for you, pulling out your patterns. Go back through and see what you've missed. Okay? We only have a few weeks left. Stick with it. I'm going to drop the lowest, your lowest assignment grade. The upcoming review is has no new information. So you're going to use the feedback from the previous assignments and you're just going to review and just do some words, okay? Take your time. There are fewer words than in previous assignments. It's really meant to solidify your knowledge. Post questions. We're here for you. Just stick with it. I'm sorry that you're feeling discouraged. This is a subject that I love, and I hope that you're finding some joy in it. It does require a lot of working memory for you to keep these concepts in the back of your mind as you keep transcribing English. So stick with it, and let me know how I can best support you. Thanks.